Alright, so time for Module 12. Why is internet safety so important? And why is your role as an educator in teaching internet safety to your students? So internet safety is important because technology is being used so widely, and it's spreading. Pretty much everyone has access to technology and to the internet, and most of the time, most of us aren't really necessarily aware of things that can go on the internet and things that we can and can't do, because for our students, the students' parents don't really know necessarily what the bad things are about the internet. So I really think as educators, we need to educate our students and about internet safety and about the internet. Obviously show them the pluses, the bonuses of the internet, how key it can be in helping us to grow as human beings. But also we need to show them the negatives, things that could happen if you know if you have a Twitter account and you don't set your account to private, and how like anything you tweet out can be accessed by anybody around the area. Anybody can search up your name and find this information that you put on the internet through Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So we have to warn them to be careful with what they put out there, and because since the parents don't really have the knowledge about it, we need to kind of provide that backbone for helping them with internet safety. And I think in my future classroom, I would just go through kind of with a PowerPoint and go through different things, the different topics, social media, just browsing the web, email, and stuff like that, to help kind of warn the students and to kind of expand their knowledge base on what can go on the internet. So what were my thoughts after exploring NetSpark's website and completing the Teaching Digital Citizen Training Program? I think it's a great website because instead of having to go to different websites and search this information on internet safety, I love that you can just go to this one website and kind of basically find everything, because they had all sorts of different types of topics that you could go over and research. They had plenty of resources on all of them. I really like that they had different ways of teaching it too, and stuff that you could just grab from that, put that stuff on a PowerPoint. It had questions you could ask your students to kind of help engage them. And it also gives you a great opportunity to learn about all the different topics, because they have so many different things that you could learn about, and I think it's just a really cool tool, useful tool, just having kind of everything all in one place. So I really also think that the training program is relevant because it kind of helps push you to learn more, because if it's just kind of out there, you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. Whereas this training program, it goes through everything for you, and you just kind of can follow along, and it's at your own pace too. So that's what I really liked. And then reflecting on the main points of the safety article, some of them, internet bullying, that's the cyberbullying. That's a huge one, because you have your regular bullying, but then cyberbullying is something different, because you introduce a whole different group of people, because through the internet, you're not talking face to face. So someone could be a cyberbully but not a bully in real life, because through the internet you're not seeing it face to face. So obviously you're gonna sometimes say some stuff you wouldn't say in person, and so that's why cyberbullying is something we really have to take action on, because it gets you a bigger group of people that could be a part of this and could be a cyberbully, and we need to help contain it and hopefully get rid of it, so that we don't have more students getting cyberbullied So then, because some of them could be getting double in, they could be getting bullied at school and then cyberbullied at home. That's terrible, and it's something we have to figure out how to stop this cyberbullying and how to kind of monitor it. Um, Also, privacy. Um, that was kind of interesting because we need privacy is the big thing because, like I said earlier, you have to keep like your Twitter account locked and private, um, and other stuff like that because you can access that from anywhere. So if you don't have it on private, anyone can see what information you're tweeting or whatever. So if you tweet where you're at, or like your location, somebody could find that out through the internet, and if they maybe have some beef with you or something, they could come and find you just from, you know, if you add the location on like an Instagram account to your picture, something like that, and people could find you, and you could be in some real trouble. Also, the parent involvement. We have to get the parents involved. Some parents just kind of set it out to the side. They don't really worry about it as much, but it's a big deal, and they need to watch what their students or what their children are doing, and especially at those younger ages, because we don't want them to be getting on bad websites and putting their information out there, their parents' information, and because it just starts a whole spiral, and it could really get out of hand. And then also bridging the generation gap. I think we almost need to, as teachers, almost like have meetings with our parents and to try to help educate them as well as to what they can do to help their children to have internet safety, because they didn't grow up with this stuff, with technology like this. So, and they're not probably going to go out and learn about it on their own. So if we had, like an hour session or something at the beginning of the school year with the students' parents, just to kind of outline stuff that goes on the internet, the negatives. There's plenty of positives, but also to help warn them of the negatives and stuff that could happen, stuff their students, their kids could be getting involved in, just to help really uh, get them knowledgeable, and we have to be able to get to parents involved. So I really think this article did a good job of stating the different things um, that go on, and we need to take this stuff, use it, and put it into action in our schools.